Where is Jungkook? I'm waiting for him to come from office. It is late at night. I made his favorite dishes. As I was looking at the clock, suddenly someone entered. Jungkook, you came. I was waiting for you. You said, walking towards him. Jungkook, you must be hungry, right? I made your favorite dishes. You said, smiling at him. YN, I ate my dinner at office. I'm so tired. I'm going to sleep. He said, yawning, removing a hand from him, and left. He said and left. I looked at the food as I sat and started to eat. Tears dropped from my eyes. I still didn't eat my dinner, but he didn't ask me once. I thought while eating sadly. Jungkook, my husband, he's cool, most of the time ignores me. I sometimes think to myself why he did this to me. I thought he needs some time, but I can't understand him sometimes. But I know one thing, that I love him so much that I can ignore his coldness towards me. It was love at first sight. I smiled thinking about it. I sighed heavily. I went to the room. I entered the room, seeing him sleeping peacefully. I looked at him smiling, changing my clothes, going to sleep. I wish one day he will change. One day. Next morning. I woke up slowly, seeing Vayan sleeping. I smiled, seeing her dimple, touching it softly. Vayan, I'm sorry for hurting you every day. I just don't know how to express my feeling to you. I wanted to tell you all this face to face, but after my dark past with Arya, I just can't. But you always care and treat me well. He thought to myself. I woke up slowly, opening my eyes, but surprised to see Jungkook staring at me, touching my dimple softly. He took back his hand, turning and walking towards the bathroom. Vayan, the day will come when I will express my feeling to you, he thought to himself, walking towards the bathroom. I touched my place where Jungkook touched me. I smiled thinking about it. I can't stop blushing. I can't understand him. I shake my head, smiling, going to make breakfast. I made the breakfast, lost in thinking about Jungkook. Suddenly, someone tapped my shoulder. I turned to see him fully dressed, staring at me. I looked away, blushing. Vayan, my breakfast, he asked, looking at the food. I was surprised when he asked. He never eat breakfast here. I smiled, serving the food to him as we started to eat together. I smiled seeing him eating fully without leaving anything. Today my meeting is at the evening, so we can spend some time together, he said, staring at you smiling. I choked on my food when he smiled at me saying those words. We can spend some time together? Did I hear it clearly? I just lost my mind smiling. Vayan, are you listening to me? Vayan? He said, getting our focus back to him. You said one time you wanted to go shopping, right? Let us go there after eating, he said, almost finishing his food. I was surprised he remembered that. I thought he never listened to me. I nodded happily, finishing my food. I don't know what's up with him, but I like the chain Jungkook a lot. I got ready, arriving at the shopping mall. There were so many beautiful dresses. I walked towards it with Jungkook. I was lost in looking at the clothes. I sat on the bench seeing Wyan taking a lot of clothes with her to the trial room. I was waiting, suddenly she walked out. All the dresses were so beautiful in her. She started to try one by one clothes, showing me. It was like she was walking in slow motion, dressed beautifully. I can't take my eyes from her. I enjoyed myself today with Jungkook. We spent some time together. I got to know that he was staring at me a lot without blinking his eyes, just lost in me. Then Jungkook got me ice cream. He also know I like chocolate ice cream. I smiled licking it, tasting yummy. Then he turned to me and left. We arrived home and Jungkook's face wanted to tell me something, but he stopped. Then finally he suggested we can watch a movie together. I nodded, coming to the room. Do you want to eat ramen? You asked innocently. I choked on my water when I heard it. I turned on the TV, focusing on it. As I was watching, I saw Wyan smiling. I was lost in a smile, can't take my eyes from her. Am I distracting you? He asked, seeing you feeling uneasy. Then you nodded. Thankfully, you have been distracting me a lot lately too, he said, making you to blush as you ran to bring popcorn. I smiled, seeing her blushing by my pickup lines. As I was watching, suddenly my phone rang. I answered it. I got so much angry answering the call. My deal got cancelled? Hell no! How can our deal got cancelled? We worked hard on it. But it got cancelled? He shouted. You know how much money I invested in it, but now it got cancelled? He yelled in frustration. I ended the call, throwing my phone down in frustration. I was so angry, yelling, "How can it be? Suddenly, you entered with popcorn on your hand." Jungkook, we don't need popcorn when you are here like a snack. You blushed, saying the pickup line to him. Wyan, what is the problem? Can't you leave me? Every time disturbing me. Because of you, I can't work properly. You are a problem. He yelled in frustration. Jungkook, what happened? You were about to ask, but he stopped you. Don't ask me. I'm so angry. You every time wanted my attention on you. You are attention sinner. He shouted, making you to cry. I'm an attention sinner? Tears dropped from my eyes, hearing it, and suddenly I started to vomit. Then I saw blood. I stopped crying, seeing me vomiting blood, and fainted. Wyan, what happened? I will call the doctor now, he said, making you to lie on the bed and going out to make a call. As he went out of the room to make a call, suddenly I opened my eyes, sparking, stretching my arms, getting up, wiping the blood from my mouth.